Hey, Real Nerds. There's many ways to enjoy the Real Nerds podcast. You can listen to us on Stitcher, iTunes, and now Spotify and iHeartRadio. You can see what we're up to around town by following us at Real Nerds on Instagram. And if you want to send us your thoughts, you can email us at realnerds@gmail.com or call us at 720-6nerds5. Like us on Facebook at Real Nerds Podcast or tweet us at Real Nerds. And now on with the show.
Roll camera, action!
Well, a real nerd knows who shot, and a real nerd can follow the plot, and a real nerd can...
Doesn't talk through film. I'm sorry.
Take it outside.
Well, a real nerd knows who shot, and a real nerd can follow the plot, and a real nerd will give it all they got. Lights, camera, action! Real nerds!
Welcome to Real Nerds Podcast, unofficially the official podcast of all your movie needs. Every week on Real Nerds Podcast, we see a new movie and we podcast our experience to the world. This week, we saw Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. Stay tuned very soon because we will tell you if you should see the film or not, play the trailer, and then spoil it. And we also talk about the big movie news. And one thing we'd recommend this week. Brad, how are you today?
I'm recovering.
Yeah, I imagine so.
Yeah, spent another 4 days making another film.
Yeah, that was going to be my movie news this week is, we'll just get right into it. You took part in, another 48-hour film project because you're crazy.
Yep, I got nothing else going on in my life, so why not?
So this is the 4 points one. What's the difference between this one and the one you normally do, Brad?
It's a worldwide competition, so it's open to not just the Denver area. So I'm competing against like 80 other teams, and
Wow.
You get 77 hours to make it, whereas the Denver one you only get 48. So.
And you get like random genres, and you have to say a certain word in prop or something.
Yep, same criteria. You get assigned a genre. You get two. You get to pick one or the other that works best for you, and then you get a character with an occupation that you use, and then a line of dialogue and a prop. And I added the extra challenge of I teamed up with another team this year in the Mountain Time Zone, and we decided to share the same character across both our movies. So,
Oh, interesting.
yeah, I mean we have the same character anyway, but the same actor playing that character.
So, what genre did you pick? What's the line and what's the prop?
So this year we chose sci-fi over a period piece, and it's the second time we've done sci-fi in one of these. And then the character is Janet Parker, a horticulturalist. That movie includes a bike somewhere, and the line of dialogue is, "Let's find a good location."
Okay, so I can say that you sent me a screener of that. I sound like I'm part of the press. I'm so special. And I can confirm...
Interviewing a filmmaker.
Yes, I can confirm that all of those elements are in the film. So is Jamie the one who is in both things?
Yeah.
Man, good for her. Fuck.
Yeah, it's quite the extra challenge, yeah. But it's funny, that statement just feels like it's your birthday. Like, you did the things you were required to do.
Yeah.
That's my take from the movie.
Yeah. So tell us a basic premise of it, Brad. What did you go with and what's the story behind it?
Yeah, it's called Harvester, and it is about a woman who experiences a tragedy and can't let go of it and turns to her hobby to make things better, I guess, as much as I can say without spoiling the reveal.
Yeah. So I have to say, watching it, it reminds me of an Astron 6 film, with the colors, and I mean, it's not as silly as those ones, but like the music and the graphics and kind of the over I don't know the right word, but everything's noticeable. Like the greens and the reds are kind of exaggerated, I guess.
Yeah. My inspiration for the overall aesthetic was to do like a 80s sci-fi throwback, and yeah, all those things contribute to that. So
I got a big Father's Day vibe from it.
yeah, like going into the writing session, my initial push was to make a sci-fi movie where the plants come alive. But that wasn't as popular as what we decided on. So,
I've noticed. Sorry to interrupt you, but this is my show. I noticed that your last few things have been a lot more serious than your previous stuff. Is that on purpose?
sort of. Like Stalker was serious just because, we usually do comedy, and for Stalker we had so few people on the team. We said like, hey, let's throw all our preconceived expectations out the window and just do something different. Let's shoot for seriousness for once. And people seem to enjoy Stalker a lot. So we started to joke around like, hey, maybe the Denver competition is the comedy one and the 4 Points one is the serious one. And so, yeah, we decided to shoot for seriousness again. Not I wouldn't say it's entirely successful as the serious film again, but it's definitely, humor is not the goal for this one.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I won't spoil it, but I will say, Brad, you have a lot of interesting camera movements in this one, and I can see that you're becoming a little more assertive as a filmmaker.
Thanks. Yeah, I'm trying to, be a little more ambitious with the filmmaking, but let me tell you, compared to past competitions like this, it only made more problems for us. So, more specifically me, I really dropped the ball this year. It was a bit of like every little stupid thing that could go wrong did. We still got it on time and completed, and people seem to like it. But yeah, you had to be there just to watch how every stupid thing, like there's one character, and this won't be on the final version, but whose dialogue is really not like audio quality is not there, and we had the chance to fix it, and we did, and we still screwed it up. So. And there was just like a lot of poor planning on my part and direction. So, we took up way more time than we should have on a lot of different things. The camera connections kept failing. So there was always this dread of like, are we even recording this properly? So yeah, really sloppy filmmaking this time around. And then the writing part, I was so excited about the team up crossover, but other people were like, so we're just going to do this extra thing because we're going to insert someone else's team into our movie for like a scene. Like, why are we like adding that difficulty to it? And I'm just like, just because it's a bucket list thing that I just want to do before I check out of here. And they're like, okay. And they're right. It's probably, it was cool for our teams to cross over and them being all for it, but probably in hindsight, it really did trip up a lot of things. So probably should have just combined the writing rooms together and made a fully cohesive project. But
it's all right.
There you go.
I enjoyed it.
I take it from your response to it. It's a confusing movie.
No, I think it's self-explanatory. It's hard to you don't want to reveal the problem with these, Brad, is I don't want to spoil it before people see it.
Yeah.
And when you only have 7 minutes to tell a story, or 6 minutes, 30 seconds, it's hard for me to get into the minutia of it.
I know. I was excited to promote it online, but like probably the coolest part is the reveal at the end, and I can't share any of that. So
yeah, that's all I'll say. But God, you can't really. Yeah, your graphics are cool though.
My Stranger Things inspired graphics. Yeah.
Yep, and I like the music a lot.
Yeah, that was another thing is like I have this stock account to grab stock music and sound effects, and I signed up for it the day before the weekend, like re-signed up my subscription and didn't really read the boxes. They've changed the subscription since I last, which was like July is the last time I used it. And so the unlimited downloads is in the higher tier. And then I tried to like upgrade to the tier and like they wouldn't process the transaction all weekend. So I had to create a new account and then buy the newer tier. And so I like overpaid for everything. And yeah, it's just like,
Damn.
up until like late Sunday night, I was like, am I even going to have music and sound effects for this? Like, what's going on? And my solution was just to overpay.
Well, all films go over budget, so
Yeah.
um, so are you going to do another one, Brad?
Not if I can't get my shit together. That's for sure. It's such a
Sounds
bummer
like you need
to,
an assistant director.
yeah, or just like to do less stuff, I just directing and editing and cinematography and writing. It's just like again, we had less people than we usually do for the Denver one. Again, we had 8 people, so it was twice as many as last year's 4 points, but still, it's just a lot of those people were just actors. We just need more crew, and
Yeah, if you let me know farther enough in advance, I mean, I'm always down to write. I mean, I'm not, and I'd have to do a pseudonym. I mean, I couldn't.
pseudonym.
I'm always down. You know,
Yeah, well, the next one's, the Denver one's July, August every year, so plan on that.
cool. Because I want Brad. I'm tired of this serious shit. Okay.
You want me to do comedies again?
I want. I really think that you would really excel at. I'm not joking, at an Astron 6 style kind of movie, where it's just totally stupid, totally over the top, and you can take the stuff you love with the comedy and blend it all together.
I
I
was
want to see like heads explode and shit.
So we definitely need a makeup effects department. So yeah,
Or you just make them
organize
look
that for me.
super, or you make them look super cheap because it's funnier that way.
Well, even just like going out to Michael's or something and getting like a styrofoam head that you put a wig on and like painting up to look like a face still takes a ton of time out of your weekend. So
Yeah, well,
unless you have a department dedicated to solely that. So, right now I'm kind of like I have my fingers in everything, but if you assemble that team, I'll put it in the movie.
yeah.
I don't have to touch any of it.
I know you, Brad. I know you. So
Get someone who has like a air pressurizer that can explode the styrofoam head. Yeah. Get on that.
yeah.
But yeah, it's
happening.
just, yeah,
Well,
I
you
look
can
at,
prepare all this stuff beforehand. You just have to write the script around the stuff. Tom Cruise does it all the time for Mission Impossible.
yeah, I mean, yeah, if you had the criteria ahead of time, sure. But yeah, definitely holding back all that required stuff. Yeah, you can't do a lot of stuff ahead of the time. And yeah,
Sure.
but
Like you
overall,
can, okay, so you have a head exploding. You can still make that a period piece. You can still make that a comedy. You can make that sci-fi. You can make it a love story. Dude, there's so many things. So, I mean, okay, so here's a question. So let's say you get love, like romance or rom-com.
mhm.
Does it have to be only that genre, or can you blend the genres?
Oh, I mean, we could have combined both the ones we got, but um, I mean,
But I
at
mean,
any
let's
time,
say you get a
no,
rom-com and it's like Shaun of the Dead. Would that disqualify you?
oh no, not at all. It's open to interpretation.
Okay.
Like sci-fi. We got sci-fi, but we added horror elements to ours.
Yeah.
Like Alien is a sci-fi horror movie.
Yeah. I'm
You
just
know,
curious. I didn't know if they were that strict about it.
again, I don't know. Like the judges aren't the same people all the time, so it really comes down to what their interpretation is, and you can't really plan for that. So that's why I'm like not strict about the genres myself. I'm just like,
Gotcha.
we got sci-fi, but this is what we have to work with, so let's add some horror
Well,
elements.
you have sci-fi
Yeah.
elements. I mean, God, it's so hard to talk about. There's moments in it that deal with science fiction for sure.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a spoiler. Like the first minute of the movie shows she has a secret serum, so
Yeah. It reminds me of Reanimator,
yeah.
like the serum from Reanimator.
So there's that. But like I said, my first impulse was to do like a Little Shop of Horrors without the musical, and
That'd be
pe-
awesome.
people didn't go for it. So
Well, Brad, that's why you need someone in the room like me, and I'd be like, yes,
Someone who is a yes man,
yeah,
just agrees with everything I say.
fucking A. That's what I do.
Yeah.
And
No,
I'll say stuff like this. Okay, show of hands, who else is the director, cinematographer, and editor in here? Oh, nobody? So I guess we're doing what he says.
they're like, okay, well, where else are you gonna get people acting your film? Like, I guess it's just Ryan now.
Yeah.
Tour de force
Wait,
solo
wait,
performance.
wait. Brad, you let the actors dictate to you what the material is?
On
Rookie mistake.
in my production, we're all collaborators. So,
Gay. Okay, sure.
uh,
No,
but
that's what I mean, Brad. If you come in there more like an iron fist and saying, this is what we're doing, this is what I expect from you,
the dictatorship.
then,
Yeah,
yeah.
I guess. So you go traditional Hollywood, sure.
Yeah. Because when you get everyone wants a little piece, they all want to look good. Dude, if I was in your movie, all I want is like my head ripped off. You know, I just want the little things in life.
I would love to do more special effects, but like I said, it's those little things. It's just time consuming just to do a conversation scene, in 48
Oh
hours.
yeah,
So
no, I know I'm just teasing you, but like
it would be awesome if we could do, gore effects or really like sci-fi green screen stuff. I was watching some team did their period piece by just shooting all their backgrounds as like their 70-inch TV
hmm
with like Unreal Engine graphics on it. It's like, that's pretty clever.
yeah.
I mean, it's essentially like the Mandalorian or the Batman, how they use instead of a green screen, they use the LED circular backdrop and just project all their backgrounds on it.
Yeah,
So,
that's cool.
little makeshift indie version of that. So, yeah,
Nice. Well, good luck. When does it actually screen?
I don't know yet. They have like 80 teams to separate into groups, and I think it's probably the end of the month that they'll figure that out.
And do you screen online? Because obviously you can't get people around the world together.
Yeah, that's through eventive.com. They'll have links to the different screening groups, and I think there's a weird different thing is they're going to have different rounds of audience choice voting. So, I'll need all my friends to do it probably twice if we're successful.
I'll do it.
So I'll send out a link and people have to jump on for 1 week and vote for us. And then if we succeed, we'll have to do another one shortly after. And we are going to have like our own private screening party at the Bug. So if you want to come watch the sound design in its best experience, then stay tuned.
Very cool. Well, Brad, congrats. I'm glad you got it done. Another one in the can.
Thanks. It's the 14th or 15th.
Nice. Stay tuned for the 4 Points Film Festival and vote for Harvester. Even if you don't like it, you better vote for it. Just saying.
Ryan's going to come to your house.
Yeah.
He's going to take you to jail.
I went down a rabbit hole a couple days ago. I was just up late and I couldn't sleep, and I went back and I watched all our pod shows on YouTube, so we got views. And
Nice.
yeah, they're fun.
I know. I missed that. That was a good time.
Yeah, I'm kind of a douchebag in them, but it's funny.
Did you see we got our copyright problems expunged for our podcast on YouTube?
Oh, huh? I didn't even notice.
I guess we got flagged for, because we have trailers in our film explosions, but apparently
Yeah.
I challenged and they came back and they said, like, you're good. Yep, you're fine.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because trailers are for public consumption anyways.
Yeah. I agree. But, the studios got to assert their power over everybody, I guess.
I know, but like, when you think about it, we do a podcast about a movie that comes out, we literally give them free publicity.
Yeah. Word of mouth, the best advertising there is.
Agreed. This week on Real Nerds, we journeyed to Wakanda for Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. It's always weird to say, do you recommend this film because it's the 29th film in the MCU, 30th film? I can't remember. But Brad, do you recommend Black Panther, Wakanda Forever?
Yeah, recommending a Marvel film. I mean, like, they're so interconnected that like why would you pick and choose? Like
Yeah.
it's kind of essential to follow the story. So you're kind of like what is it, guaranteed to have to need to see it. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, this one it was it was a good emotional tribute to Chadwick Boseman and T'Challa as a character. But like I said on Letterboxd, I would say the surrounding story, the plot was underwhelming just because it's almost identical to Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness without the multiverse. Um, so yeah, in that aspect, I was kind of like not impressed. But as far as honoring, the deceased, it was emotional and it's high quality filmmaking. People are acting well in it. But just a plot to further the MCU, I was just completely disinterested.
I agree with everything you said. I think I liked it a little more than you did. Honestly, the only thing that interconnected the MCU was Julia Louis-Dreyfus's character.
Hmm.
Because the rest of it, I think it probably could have stood on its own. I think the guy who plays Namor is really good. I
Hmm.
like Namor's story. Um, and I think he's actually a really compelling villain. And he has this charm to him that I think is relatable. But yeah, I did like drop a couple tears, just random parts in the movie whenever Chadwick Boseman was mentioned, or um, you know, even I saw it at Alamo and they played that one. They played the PSA before the original Black Panther, where he just stares at you,
Yeah,
and
they know.
it's freaking brilliant. And then after that, it says, "We're still watching you, our king." And then it says Chadwick Boseman. I'm like, oh man, that actually got me. Um, but yeah, I thought the movie was really well done. Yeah, it's a well made film. And yeah, I think Namor is a cooler version of Aquaman. Here's a trailer for Black Panther: Wakanda Forever.
Only the most broken people can be great leaders.
His people did not call him general or king. They called him Kukul Khan, the feather serpent god. Killing him will risk eternal war.
He's coming for the surface world.
We know what you whisper. They have lost their protector. Now is our time to strike. Show them who we are.
I mean, hopefully this trailer doesn't have the Rihanna song in it, because then we're definitely going to get flagged by YouTube.
Noted. I'll find a different one. Yeah.
Yeah, the story takes place over a couple years, actually, where it opens with mirrors real life, where you find out T'Challa has some unknown illness and they're trying to save him and they can't. And my first tears I cried in the movie is the Marvel Studios logo. It was just Chadwick Boseman.
That was cool.
And like, oh yeah, it was an awesome tribute, and it's just everything that he did. And I will say that maybe that's the thing I miss in the sequel is his presence, because as soon as he came on the screen in Civil War, he's the character that you got behind. Do you know what I mean? And he just exude confidence and being cool and being regal. And I think that was the point of the film too, is you should feel that emptiness that he's not there.
But then without him, the movie focuses on like a lot of different people rather than like a hero's journey, even though I would say there is a hero's journey for Shuri, but I'd say like half the movie really doesn't dive into that. Like it almost feels like an afterthought.
I don't disagree. I think you're right. I think they're approaching it in a way that he's gone, and I mean, this is how I read it, is that the people of Wakanda and also the people in the world seem kind of lost without T'Challa. And they don't have that beacon where Ramonda, like his mother, like, she's awesome. I think Angela Bassett's really great in this film.
Yeah, I thought actually the first half, like this was going to be actually like she was the protagonist of the story.
Yeah.
So.
And, I think the tone was on purpose and the aimlessness. But I mean, the movie moves. I mean, it's a long movie, but I didn't feel like it dragged at all. And the introduction of Namor and the story behind his name, I thought was really cool. How they, instead of just making him like an Atlantean guy who swims underwater and has winged feet, tying him to Central America and Mayan culture, I think gave him really cool like designs, and it made the world look really cool.
Yeah. I agree.
Richer, you know what I mean? It's not just some goofy dude with pointy ears.
But at the same time, because the biggest thing I didn't like about the movie was the fact that his whole motivation is like he wants to kill one teen scientist so that he can not get the secret of his existence out. But I'm just like, dude, what happened to you during the snap? Like, you didn't freak out and go on a rampage. Like you want to like target one kid scientist. Like, can't you just talk this out? And you could probably get her to silence herself. Or like she doesn't seem that invested in continuing with these people. But he's like gung ho on sentencing half of his military to death in like some just like poorly motivated war.
That's more of his character, though. And I'm not the biggest Namor fan, but the stuff I've read of him and what I know of him is he's very he'll do anything to protect his people, and he'll go to any lengths to do it. And he'll kill anybody that gets in his way. He actually was a villain for a long time. He used to fight the Fantastic Four, which if you go to Alamo, there is a great interview with, I can't remember his name, but he's the writer for the comics now. And it's a really cool interview.
I thought the most interesting plot line was the fact that, they made America trying to like undermine Wakanda so they can be the dominant power in the world.
You can actually...
that was the more interesting plot line to me. And I wish they'd lean more into that.
Yeah, you can see where they're going, because this is the last film of the Phase 4. You can see where they're pushing it with Valentina. She's, they're going to make Thunderbolts, which is a supervillain team. And it seems like it's kind of come to a head where she's going to push this narrative of Wakanda being, not good, dangerous, and being blamed for what the people I can't even remember their names. Namor's citizens. Something with a K.
Calotan.
Calicans or something?
Yeah.
Gosh. Anyways, so it's an interesting how she's manipulating everybody. And I really love Julia Louis-Dreyfus. I think she's an awesome actress. And I think this I think this character really fits her well, where she's kind of conniving and smart and plays everybody in the room, and I think it's setting up something. This is the first movie in the fourth phase that I felt like, oh, they're pushing something forward. They're pushing the narrative forward. Where the other one seems like everyone was just still dealing with the ramifications of the snap. And, I mean, I still think, Spider-Man No Way Home to me is my favorite Spider-Man movie. So my favorite Spider-Man movie is in phase 4, but a lot of the phase 4 seemed like it was more of just world building and not really having the driving force of the Thanos or building towards the Avengers.
Yeah, it just felt kind of aimless. That's the other thing too is like, that's, presumably when the snap happened, Namor's sitting around, he either disappeared himself or like half his population was decimated. And so I'm just surprised he didn't like immediately go on a rampage then, and expose his, secret culture to the world. But now that, America's tapping on the surface of the ocean for vibranium, he's just like, oh, now I'm motivated. Who's doing it?
Yeah.
One girl. I'm going to get that girl. And I'm going to just like send everybody after her. And I'm going to drag Wakanda into it. I was just like, dude, like maybe think this plan out a little more. Like, I don't know. And then like, because Shuri, I did not expect, like her to become the Black Panther. Like the last half of the movie kind of feels like it pivots into being, oh yeah, we meant to make Shuri the Black Panther this whole time. But given her reluctance to follow like the societal norms of Wakanda, I expected her to share the newly developed herb with like M'Baku
or Okoye or something,
Okoye, and just like have a bunch of Black Panthers running around. Because like, wouldn't that be easier to defeat Namor if like not just her had that power? If you can give it to anyone now, like you don't care about traditions. But so I was like, oh, that seems like a miscalculation on her part. So
yeah, I'll have to. I don't know if there can only be one Black Panther at a time. I mean, I guess because isn't it in the first one when Killmonger becomes Black Panther, T'Challa becomes weakened, or am I misremembering it?
Yeah, I haven't seen it in a while. I think. Yeah, I think he was just out. He was just like unconscious, and he had to be nursed back to health. But
okay,
I mean, technically, I guess they both had the power within them at the same time.
Yeah, and Killmonger showing back up is a really cool scene. I thought that scene was really fraught with drama.
That might have been the coolest twist, but I don't think it like amounted to much because Shuri kind of rejected it. But I thought it would have been cooler if it had more implications.
Like she embraced it. I agree.
Yeah, like oh shit,
decided...
like maybe she's not worthy, but she is the Black Panther right now.
Yeah.
That was an interesting thing that I don't know, maybe it'll play out after Quantumania, but
speaking of which, that trailer before looks amazing on the big screen.
Oh yeah, totally.
When I watched it on my iPad, I'm like, oh, this looks cool. But seeing it on the big screen, I'm like, holy shit. It was really impressive.
Yeah, I can't wait to see Kang looks like a quietly formidable adversary,
And we don't have to wait that long. It comes out in February, I think.
I know. It's like they have every 3 months you can get something new from Marvel.
Yeah, even when they reshuffle the deck, it seems like they still got something going on. Because I mean, there's rumors going around that Tom Holland re-signed like another trilogy.
Yeah.
So that'd be sweet. But yeah, that's about what Black Panther is.
Yeah, I mean
it's about loss, and then in the mid-credit scene, there's people really crying in our theater. It's like, wow, all right.
I know. I'm still like in my theater. People are still leaving as soon as the credits roll.
I know.
21 films. Like you're gonna miss this sweet and rather clever way to bring T'Challa back into the fold as the Black Panther. Yeah.
Yeah, and it was like that was actually a pretty cute little scene too. A lot of the mid-credit scenes have really big implications, but that was like a really nice kind of quiet, live on T'Challa that we didn't know about.
Yeah. And then the other big surprise, no after credit scene. So
Yeah.
kind of disappointed that it didn't dovetail into Quantum Mania or something.
Yep.
Or
I mean,
do
I
something
guess
with
because it's the end of
Valentina.
I'm guessing because that's the end of the phase, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't remember if they don't do that at the end of phases, but Ross, gets rescued by God, what's her name? Because he got off
Okoye?
to prison. Okoye, yeah. And then that's felt anticlimactic, but I kind of thought they would pick it up at the end of credits, but yeah.
Yeah. That's all right. Now let's dive into the one thing we recommend, or we watched, or we want to talk about. Really, it's a free form that I do at during the show.
So, yeah, this is the stuff we've been watching.
Now, I don't know if you want to talk about it, Brad, but I went and saw Tar today, and
You knew I saw it too, huh?
I did because when I went to Letterboxd and I rated it. I saw that you were on there.
Cool. Yeah, let's talk about it together.
Sweet. I really like this movie.
Really?
Yeah, for a movie where it's 2 hours and 45 minutes of people just talking.
Oh, I know. Holy shit.
Like, I was like engaged the whole time. And I think, because I'm a Cate Blanchett fan, but man, when you're in an almost 3 hour long movie and you're in every scene and you're killing it, I mean, that to me, it's pretty impressive watching her on screen.
Yeah, it's a role I'm sure most actors covet,
Yeah. And
like it has like tons of material to chew on.
Yeah, because there's, what's interesting. So Tar is about this world famous conductor named Lydia Tarr, who is in the Berlin Orchestra, and she's putting together her final symphony of names escapes me, and so she's recording it, and she's also highly coveted. She's working on her memoir, and yeah, she's just world famous as a conductor and as a woman. So the film opens with the credits, which is really unusual now.
Yeah, it felt like they were playing the credits backwards in the opening part.
Yeah, I thought that too. I said, man, did they show me the end of the movie?
Yeah.
And, but then, I mean, there's a little thing at the beginning about someone who's filming her and basically saying that she's like a bitch. And then it cuts to her in this interview with a New Yorker, and she's so clever and so smart, and you're starting to like her a lot. And then she goes to Juilliard and she kind of lectures them and tells this one conductor that you can't hold what people did a long time ago. You should still just embrace the music. And he walks out on her, and it's just really a fascinating character study of someone.
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. I was just saying, is someone you really, really enjoy at the beginning, and then as the film goes on, you see how toxic and manipulative and just not a good person that she is.
Yeah, it just shows like how much success can erode your just ability to be a decent human being, and become a gatekeeper and like protect that success. Because like that scene in the opening where she's talking about like, hey, you can't fault people for what they did as long as they create great things because like from doing it,
Yeah.
And so throughout the whole movie, you find out that she, how she's conducted herself, it like completely eroded someone else's life and drove them to suicide.
And that and her response to that is, well, this will affect my career, so we need to make sure that we wipe her off of everything we've done.
Yeah, we got to protect me.
Yeah, it's just a really fascinating character study.
While she's also like pursuing cheating on her wife and like how that mistake just completely unravels her fortress that she's built to protect herself. Yeah.
And, there's the little things throughout the film. I mean, I shouldn't spoil it because we're not doing like a total review of it. But, there's a part where she trips and hits her face, but she tells everybody she was attacked to gain sympathy.
Yeah.
And it's really interesting. I don't think I've ever seen a film like this before.
It's just interesting is earlier this year, like February, I went to the Shea Artiste and watched a documentary called The Conductor about like a famous female conductor. I'm sorry, I probably should just have the name ready to go because that's probably really disrespectful. But I sat here going like, I forget the director of this movie,
Todd Fields.
Did he watch that documentary and be like, what if this lady was like a toxic, manipulative bitch? Just like, I didn't get that from the documentary, but okay. So I had that in my mind the whole time of like, is this a reaction to that? Or just like, hey, I have this cool idea of, the flip side of this, successful woman. Because she like conducts in a bunch of European orchestras and she was like the first. And yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. And I mean, she's so good in the film too. When they're practicing and she's talking, she goes from French to German to English. And
they don't subtitle it.
Yeah, they don't subtitle it in like the same minute. And remember, she's Australian, so she has to remember her American accent while she's doing this. I think it's fucking incredible watching her on screen.
Yeah, it's like I don't put a lot of respect for the Oscars, but I mean, it's one of the best performances I've seen this year. So,
hands down. Honestly, I think this one and Mia Goth and Pearl are my favorite performances of the year.
Yeah, we should really get back into doing the Real Nerds nerdies.
Yeah, we should. We'll do it this year.
Yeah. But of those two, I don't know. That's a tough call.
I mean, honestly, I know I got Pearl today. I'm going to watch it, I think, tonight. But that 9-minute monologue that Mia Goth does is fucking incredible.
I know there's that 9-minute monologue, which is impressive, but then you got Kate Blanchett doing like a 2.5-hour movie, like entirely of amazing things. So you're just like,
I know.
Guess I'd have to decide on that one.
No, she's just. That's why I fucking love Kate Blanchett, because she'll do movies like that, but she'll also do fun movies too. She's just a really great actress. So yeah, that's what I want to talk about, Brad. What did you want to talk about?
Yeah, obviously I didn't get to see a lot of movies this week because of the 4 Points Project, but I keep forgetting to ask you, have you been watching the Superfan episodes of The Office on Peacock?
No.
Probably not because you're not subscribed, right?
No, I have Comcast. I just think Peacock is the worst fucking streaming app, so I never use it.
Well, if you do have subscription to Peacock, so on Comcast, just in general, like the television box channel, you can watch the premium stuff that Peacock offers.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, because I mean, I watch MacGruber. I just think it's clunky, and it's just hard for me to watch because.
Yeah, the menu is clunky like Hulu and whatnot, but
and it's really just a first world problem because I whine about how long it takes to load and stuff, and comparatively, it's really not that long, But that's just me being a baby.
Yeah, it's like the easiest thing, regardless. But so there's on Peacock, there's 5 seasons of The Office, the American Office, but they've been re-edited with alternate takes and extended scenes. But aren't like longer. So you're not seeing the original episode. Like you're seeing parts of the original episode, but it's just like a re-edit. And so there's all these great, like, hey, we could have used this joke instead of this joke. And so you're seeing the alternate takes and the longer drawn out awkwardness of things. And it's fascinating to watch. I've watched all 5 seasons now, and it's just like I listened to the Office Ladies podcast, and they talk about stuff that, was in the script but didn't make it. But there's a lot of stuff that are in these episodes that they never talked about in the podcast. So, yeah, it's just fascinating to watch. It's like getting to watch the series brand new again. Because a lot of it is, the story is the same, like everything plays out, but just the different takes and different improvs of some of these things is just incredible.
Yeah, see, now you're gonna make me fucking get on Peacock.
Well, you get it for free anyway, so just
That is true. You might as well use it because Comcast is super fucking expensive.
Yeah, it's weird that there's only the 5 seasons. They didn't do the other 4, but maybe they're just holding that back so they can sell it later. Is like, hey, we need to increase shareholder revenue, so here's the other 4 seasons. Get their shareholder points up. I don't know, 2024 or something. But yeah, yeah, it's cool. Yeah, you almost don't notice they're sacrificing shots from the original cut. It's just you're just watching like an alternate take of all this different stuff. It's cool.
Oh, that's sweet. Yeah, now I'm gonna freaking watch it. I have to stay up kind of late today because I have to work an overnight tomorrow, so I kind of have to prepare myself, and maybe I'll do that.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember like a specific scene or something that I watched today, but I can't because my brain's still wrecked from the weekend. But
understandable.
Yeah, but yeah, it's cool. I recommend it. I kind of thought it would be just like hey, we threw a couple different shots in there,
sure,
so it's different, but it's full
or
on.
Just maybe some extended scenes or something.
Or a single bonus scene, but it's full on. Like I'd say, like 60 to 70% of the show is a different edit.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do they add back in Michael hanging himself?
No, that's season 6 or 7. Koi Pond, yeah, season 6. So I hope when they release that again, they do put that back in because that's my favorite. Also, too, like I never really because I originally watched the series on Netflix, right?
Mm-hmm.
And what's on the DVDs is a lot like Netflix, especially because like season 4, because of the writer's strike, they did like hour-long episodes.
Yeah,
but this re-edit breaks them back into 30-minute shows, so I'm expecting to like see the second half of like one season 4 episode, and it just stops and like reloads. Play the credits. I'm like, wait, this doesn't end here. Oh yeah, it does if it's a 30-minute, but yeah, I'm trained to expect a full hour on those shows. So
yeah. Hell yeah. I know we got to get back to doing trivia and stuff now that I'm seeing they're starting to pop up again.
Yeah, there's like an MCU quiz coming up. I saw. I don't know if it's Denver, but hopefully it is.
I'm down for sure.
Actually, we're bringing trivia to the Bug.
Are you?
It's not Geeks Who Drink, but it's quiz stuff. So
I'll still fucking do it as long as I'm not working. I'm fucking down.
Every last Wednesday of the month. That's where we'll be.
Oh, nice. What time does it start at?
7.
Well, in 3 months, I'll be able to do it.
Cool. Hopefully it survives that long.
Yeah, because we're getting our new guy, and he has to go through training. And once he gets done with training, then I can actually switch to an actual supervisor shift. So
cool. But yeah, there's regular trivia every other day of the week elsewhere, so you can always do that too.
Yeah. Figure it out.
So what do we see next week?
I was thinking the menu. That's really the only one out.
No, I want to see it. I was bummed because I had a chance to see it last week, but I couldn't. Like, it just fell on the wrong day. But there's like a preview screening. I could have sat in like the corner of the first row to see.
That, or the Mickey Mouse documentary is coming out.
I'm not aware of that one, but
yeah, it's on Disney Plus. But yeah, the menu.
Yeah, I want to see the menu, so let's see the menu.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. It looks good. It got really good. I think on Blu-ray.com they gave it 10 out of 10. So I'm interested.
My interest is piqued. So
yeah. Well, Brad, get some sleep, recover, and we'll see you at the movies. Bye.
Well, a real nerd knows who shot. A real nerd can follow the plot.
Thanks for listening to Real Nerds Podcast, a Nebulous Visions production. Stream or download episodes, read articles at realnerdspodcast.com. Stream us on Apple or Google Podcasts, Stitcher, Spotify, or iHeartRadio. Follow us on Facebook, Real Nerds Podcast. Twitter and Instagram at Real Nerds. Watch us on YouTube, Real Nerds Podcast. Email us at realnerds@gmail.com. Call us at 720-6nerds5. Thank you to Sparks Mandrill, Mike at Plan 9 Studios, and Bolognium for all of our groovy theme songs. And that's how you fucking do it.